Hi, folks. My name is Rob Dunphy, and I'd like to share some things with you about. Well, I didn't believe it at first, but we're not alone in the universe. They call themselves the Yellows. Now, they're like the whites that are living on Area 51 on the base off Dreamland, or they could be living somewhere else right now. Anyway, as for the Yellows are basically a kind race. They're interested in a mineral that is on Earth, a crystal, a crystal rock. Excuse me, a crystal rock that was here since the ADs, the Egyptian times. Some race that came down that were living on Mars. They were interacting with the people of Egypt and all around the world, building these pyramids. Here in also New York, we have a couple of pyramids under Central Park, I believe. But anyway, let me get back to the Yellows. The Yellows, like I said, they're a simple race. Their planet is around the sun. NASA hides it for some reason from us. We can't see in the back of the sun. We can't see in the back of the moon. We can't see in the back of Mars. Uh, there is races on Mars. There's races on the moon. NASA knows this. The military knows this. Everybody knows this. Even the Vatican. Um, let's put everything aside about that. I encountered the yellow um, in, say, about 1999 when I was patrolling Madonna Sylvester Stallone's block, former block in Miami, Florida. Yes, Madonna and Sylvester Stallone. I used to protect their homes, including the residents. It was me and another officer. She was about taller than me, but we did the shifts. Three, I'd take 3 days. She'd take 3 days. But anyway, uh, one night it was like a weekend, and the resident beat me on my beeper and flagging me down in the street that I patrolled there. I had the street to myself. Uh, Closed the city park at around 8:30, and he called me from where I was, closing the park. He says when I approached him, the resident says something is attacking his dog. So what's attacking your dog? Uh, a raccoon, a fox, what? He was in shock. So I went over to see what it was attacking his dog in his yard. It was an alien creature. No, an alien creature. It was not dressed like in a clown suit. No, it was not the. It was not from this world. I was nervous. I was ready to make in my pants. I said, okay, what am I gonna do? Um, I went over to it. I told it, stop what you're doing. It was not going to kill the animal. In fact, it told me by its mind, say they don't have other animals on other planets, like the dog, and he it didn't quite understand. Um, he didn't have pets where he was from. It was from, and I explained to it that we enjoy pets, us humans, We have all kinds of different pets here, and they said he understood. It understood, and he will leave it alone. He says he didn't do anything to harm the animal, and if he did, he would fix it with whatever he had on his belt. Okay, the thing closed my car. It was amazing with that thing on his belt. At one, you know, I don't know how he did it, but he hit something on his belt and the car just shut off, just like that. He says he could do other things to, in case he's attacked by us humans. He's been here, he's been going and coming, since the AD. I believe he said he was like maybe 2,000 years old or something, but they live long. I think maybe, no, 2,000 years old, I think. I'm not too sure, but I saw he was, it was basically showing things in his mind to me, and it was fantastic. I saw his world, he saw my world through my head, through my mind. Now, if I let my mind go blank, he would not get a thing. But I seen what took place on his planet. Uh, he was doing that, so thrilled about the whites, an alien race that is here, that usually goes shopping in Vegas and elsewhere. The military knows about it, but I'm not going to get into it. I don't know. Hey, I'm stupid, you know? Uh, you might think I'm crazy. You might think, okay, yeah, he belongs in a mental ward or something. Well, this happened. I could draw him, this creature. It's smart, believe me. They have a lot of technology. We should have what they're doing. We should build spaceships too. Okay, we should build spaceships too. I don't know why we don't. We are more advanced than these creatures. We had the technology to build Star Trek ships, Star Wars. We could, if we could build the models, we could build these things. We should. We need to get off the planet. There's other planets out there. We don't need to fight over land here. But anyway, they're here to collect a mineral, a crystal, to power their cities, to power their ships with this mineral. They have families, just like we do. Different. I could say they have yellow hair. Their eyes are not so wide. The eyes are like almost like ours. They have lips. They have a nose, but not. It's not that big, not that small. The ears are pointed a little bit. They got six, I think, 6 fingers on each hand and feet. I think, one extra toe. Thin clothing, but they are basically very nice. It said that it would be back. It knows me. I think it took a sample of my DNA. One of the resident told me, he says, it touched me. When it touched me, it took a little piece of my skin off my thumb somehow. It didn't use any known technology that I know of. He says, it said I would know where you are at all times. I believe it. They come in peace. They're not going to shoot anyone. They also shapeshift, I believe. That's what it said. It could look like me. It could look like anybody. It can't resemble like it can't turn into a phone or a truck or a car. Nothing like that. Only take form as a different creature or something like that. But it told me that they could cloak their ships. They could look like a plane. Could look like a helicopter. Um, and it could fool us. They're not at war with us. They found a simple place in the ocean, and also a simple place somewhere on land in Alaska, right next to the Reptilian base. That's what it said. That's what they called a base, Reptilian. Especially, it said that there's Reptilians that are in office with our government and other governments. So they hear. He knows it. It knows it. But like it described, that it has pointy hair, yellow. His skin was like not grayish, but almost like a yellowish. Very dark yellowish and then light, but thin layers of clothing. About, I say about 7, 8, 9 feet tall, taller than me. They're very tall, and it said that they have other. Uh, he could do a lot of things with his size, with the thing on his belt, and also meditate and level um, and also float. He showed me. It showed me different things he could do. And Madonna had an incident where her private jet encountered a UFO. It was them. It was a yellow. It was their ship that passing her by while coming in and going out. So Madonna was aware of it. The pilot told her immediately, and the caretaker told me when they got back from where they had a concert. Well, there was a lot, and it's a lot of exciting things about the yellows. They don't eat meat. They're vegetarians, so we don't have to be worried about being eaten. Um, they like milk. They just don't like meat, and they like lots of lettuce, tomatoes. Um, they like carrot juice. Uh, they like a lot of things like that. Like I said, they don't like meat. They don't like. They don't like. I don't think they don't like fish. The resident got used to seeing me talk to the alien, but time was running out. The military came real fast, and it said it would be back. Sure enough, it's probably interacting with me. I spoke to MUFON about it. I spoke to somebody about it. He says yes. Uh, they're probably interacting with you. They're probably nearby, which I recorded an incident over here in Queens, New York, uh, where something landed some close by, and it was the yellows. The yellows could do that, and also there's another race could do that as the grays. Everybody knows the grays. They're not friendly with the yellows, but they do talk. They're not um, a species that would fight over this planet. they trying to understand the human race, which they said, well, the yellow said that we're a destructive race, and they don't like the wars taking place over land. That's how their world, when he came from, started a war with the whites. They lost a lot of races that came from other worlds, like Mars. Mars was populated with the buildings. They were modern. They had a lot of technology. Where this one race didn't like it, and it set off an explosion in the atmosphere, and everything turned to dust. Not everything. Some things stood out, and we became involved. And we living. Many citizens are living underneath ground, including the aliens that are there. They were from Egypt, and they're still living. The aliens have medically advanced technologies to keep them alive for maybe more than thousands of years, and they took a lot of important humans from the past. Yes, from the past, from the AD. They have them at other planets, but they're alive. Also, from when Jesus was walking the earth, um, it said that that one of the races probably has them too. I'm not. I'm. I don't doubt it. There's evidence right there in black and white. When you go to Egypt, the scientists also said the same thing. So it could be possible. I don't know. I'm. I don't know. I was not in the AD, so I don't know. But this is part one of part two. What I'm going to say to people about the yellows. Like I said, they're not here to harm us. They're here to get the mineral. We probably need the mineral too if we're going to build spaceships. And I think we should. To carry maybe 8,000 to 40,000 people on each ship. And whoever's smart to sit down in the captain's seat or something like that. I would I would love to do it. I'm disabled, but I would love to do it. Warp speed, Scotty. May he rest in peace. But there's a lot of the things out there that these yellows told me. And they said about a nuclear war is about to happen between some other nation, and we might be getting involved. That's what it said to me. So it could be the Ukraine right now. This was 1999. Don't forget. It said a lot of things to me. They said they could travel through time. It could take me to another planet. I refused at that time, but it showed me what the planet is like. They have humans. They take them from here to bring there, and they love it. There's no money. There's everything is all modern, technically advanced. They have medical advances. They don't go into the human body. They could do things outside the human body with their technology and heal the body. I was very interested in that, and I expressed my concern about that. And it told me it's willing to sit down and talk to our government about medical advances, and in return, they want to get the mineral. Anyway, have a good night. God bless. And I'll go with part 2 tomorrow night. This is part 1. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, I would love donations. As I need for bills and other things. If anybody could donate to me, at with the PayPal, US Flag 2006 at AOL.com. Send any things you want, 10 cents, 25 cents, $1, $50, $45. It depends. I need it for some bills. Everybody does right now. Again, please donate to my page and subscribe if you can. And I'll tell you more about the yellows, including the whites. The whites are here at Dreamland at Area 51. But again, probably they'd be moved to Denver or Florida. I don't know. They have bases all over the world. And these ships could land back and forth. But the whites are our friends. They're here on their own agenda to study us and to become allies. In fact, the military knows where they are. And Nancy Pelosi knows of it. The president knows of it. Maybe they can help him. They have advanced technologies in medical. Hopefully they can. See what happens. Anyway, let's go with again, if you want to donate, go to PayPal. My email address is usflag2006 at AOL.com. Like I said, donate anything you can. Thank you. Have a nice day. And have a nice night. God bless.